Hi, my name is Narendra Swami, and you are welcome again Java World. And we will see second module. In this module, we will learn Java fundamentals and syntaxes. So this is the following agenda. We will see the Java syntax first, then we will write Java program according to the syntax, and then we will compile and execute that program. We will see the output. Okay, then we will talk about Java fundamentals, and after that I will provide a assignment for practice in the end of this lecture. Okay, so let's see. So Java syntax is, in the Java there is everything is class, enum or interface. So first of all, you define access modifier. So basically it is a access that define like class is accessible in same class, other class, or in other package and all. Then you define the class name. You can see the clearly the class name, how I have defined the class name. Okay, so that we will talk about what are the rules to define the identifiers name. Okay, so there is now, if you define inside the variable inside the class, then we call them class level variable. Also variables, also we have access modifier, then it's static. If it is non-static, then we should not write the static. Then we have to define the data type variable name. Okay, but it is not initialized still. Okay, now if we talk about access initialized variable, so that is also same, but that is initialized with the literals. Okay, now let's see a method access modifier, and return type is static. So return static or non-static, return type is like whatever data type, or if it is there is no return type, then we will use particular void keyword, and then method name and data type parameter, and then we define the method level variables and also the statement inside the method. Okay, so this is the Java syntax of a class. Now let's see. So first of all, we will write a basic Java program, and then we will compile and execute. So let's see in action. So I will go in the notepad, and there we will write a class. So first of all, we will write a access modifier. So basically it is public, and we will also talk about in details. Okay, now there is class, and the let's say class name is main class. Okay, I will say main class, and this main class have a main method. Okay, so that is also public static void. Return type is void. If there is no return type, then we define the void main. So this is a default method. Okay, and if you want to load this class in the main memory area while executing, then we should have this method, that is public static void main string arguments. Okay, now we will define here class level variable. So this is like syntax for single line comment, and I will say class level variable, and here I will define only static variable. So by default I can define public, and then let's say static, and type is int, and let's say age is let's say age, and I initialized it with it. Okay, then I will see public static, and let's say double, and I will say money, and I will define I will not define it. Okay, and we'll say that if it not define it directly access in it, then what happen there. I will write a print statement. So print statement to the console is system dot out dot println. So this will print and move the cursor to the new line. Okay, so println is for new line. Now I will define here, let's say I want to access what, the variable, that is age. So I will access the age. Okay, and then I will try to system dot out dot println, and I will say money. Okay, so there is type, I will say money, and I will see that what it prints. So to compile and execute this program, I have to do control as, and I will say it main.java, the same name of class you should have the file. So file name should be same. So main.java, and I will save it. Okay, so I saved in that particular location, and let's see. So to execute, I will open the terminal. In the terminal, I will go to that location. So that location is basically documents cd java world. Okay, so I will navigate to that location module02, and there if I do dir, then what I have there is one main.java. Okay, so this is main.java, and you will not see there bytecode of this main.java. So first of all, we have to java c, and then execute it. So main.java. Sorry, we will compile it. So now it compiled, and if I do again dir, so you will see that about this main.java file there is main.class file. So this main.class file basically is our bytecode, and we run this bytecode using java.main, and we will see the output uh, 35 and 05. And if I go there and if I show you this page, so what you will see over here, you see that we have initialized the age, but money is not initialized. So the class level variable is initialized with default value. Okay, but you should remember that if you define the method level variable here, so the variable that is defined inside the method is method level variable, and they are only accessible inside the inside and in the method. Okay, so int, let's say I will say it. Let's say I will define a character and char. So char is, let's say is a, let's say, section, and the section is, so to define a character you should use the single quote and in this way. Okay, and if I want to print this, control c again, and I will write the print statement in this way, and there I will say section. Now you will see that uh, at the each of end of section we have to provide this semicolon. Okay, semicolon, see here, semicolon. And you will also see that we should not provide, there is no necessity to provide a semicolon after that. Okay, now I will save again, and I have to again execute this to update. Okay, so first of all I have to again compile it. Okay, to update the main class file, main dot class file from the main.java. So java c and main.java. So whatever update is that we execute again, and now main.class file is updated, and I will again execute it java main. After compilation you will see this A. Okay, but if I did not initialize in this way and do and control s and go there again, and first I have to compile it and to update it again. Okay, dot java. So it compiled, and at the compilation it said that variable section might not have been initialized. So this is the problem with what our method level variable. So method level variable do not have default values. We it should itself initialize first and then use it in our program. So we have to initialize it again. Okay, fine. So these are the syntax, and we have seen a example in action. Now let's go further, and we will see the Java fundamentals. So just we have see the identifiers. What is the identifiers? Then what is the literal, comment, access modifiers, static and non-static members, operators, and data type. So we will see all the fundamentals. Okay, one by one. Let's go there. And identifier, so identifier actually the name given to program element. Program element can be class or interface, variable name or method name. Okay, so then the name given to them, we call them identifiers, and there are rules to define these identifiers and some best practices also. So identifier should start with one alphabet, okay, or a underscore and dollar, okay, and the subsequent l- letter, okay, should be start with a number or alphabet, but it should not start with any number or symbol. Okay, first letter should not be start with any number or symbol. Now there is some convention for best practice, that is not rule, that is camel case convention for method and variable. So you define the variable or method name in this way, like get roll number. You can see here get and roll number is identifier for method. Okay, so you will see that starting letter is small and the roll number में r is capital. In this way student name you will see s is small and name is capital. So this is camel case convention for defining variable and method name. And there is Pascal case convention for classes interfaces nm. So what there is, like, let's see, new car, in the new also capital, and in the car c also capital. So in this way, this is Pascal convention. So this you should follow as a professional developer. Okay, now we will see the literal. So literals is actually the value or constant assigned to a variable. So see here example int 35 or string name Sumit. So these are the value that assigned to these values, like age assigned 35, name assigned Sumit. So these 35 or Sumit are what literals. Okay, now comments. So we can provide single line comment. We already seen double forward slash and you write the single line comment in this way. For multiple line comments, you write slash forward address and then you will write multiple line of comments and then you close it with address and forward slash. So this is where to write the comment. Access modifier. Access modifier define the accessibility of your class, method, or variable. Like class should be accessible inside the class or outside the class, in other class or in other packages. Okay, or method should be accessible in same class or in other class or other packages also. So in this way, to define the accessibility, we define the access modifier. There is public, we have seen that how we write the public. Then if we don't define the access modifier, by default it is default access modifier. Okay, and we write it with default. Then there is protected. So there and then there is private. We will see all in detail in action in coming modules, and what are the uses after we learn the packaging concept in Java. Okay, now move ahead. Static and non-static members. So method variables define in two ways. So in every class in interface, you define the method and variables in two ways. That is static members that belongs to class or interface. Okay. Static variables methods you can define in this way. You define the static keyword, then you define the data type, age, and 35. So static keyword is important to make it static variable and make it to belongs to the class. Then method also defined in this way, static int get role. Now non-static members belongs to the instance of class. Instance of class, like we create the object of that class. So we haven't seen of creation of object, but we will see in coming modules, that is collaboration, object collaboration, and all in the coming modules, and we will see there. So non-static members defines without any static keyword, then it is a non-static variable or method. Fine. Now let's go. Next is operators. So operators are symbol that perform the operation between operands. Operand basically two variables, adding, separating, two values, adding and separating, dividing, increment, decrement. So there are different types of operators. So they're basically arithmetic operators plus like addition, subtraction, multiplication, divide, modulus operator plus, and then decrement operator, assignment operator equal, increment equal, decrement equal, multiple equal. Okay, so multiply and then make it equal, then divide and then make it equal. Okay, so in this way we use that, and you will see the example in action in coming module. Okay, comparison operator to compare to and return the value that they are equal or not. Okay, so it return the boolean. Okay, then there is boolean logic operator, and or exclusive or. Then bitwise logic operator that applies on the byte operation. Okay, then short circuit logic operators, that is double and or like double and symbol or double or symbol. Okay, and we will see what is the short circuit operator. And then ternary operator, there is expression 1. If it is true, then it will return expression 2. If it is if expression 1 is false, then it will expression return expression 3. So this is the ternary operator condition. Now we will see the data types. So in data types, there is primitive data types and user defined data types. In the primitive data types, we have numeric and non-numeric. In the numeric, we have again integer data type and real number data type. Integer have different data types based upon their storage capacity and maximum limits. So byte, it can store up to 1 byte and default value is 0. Maximum value is 120 and minimum value is minus 128. On this range it can store. Above that, if you want to try to store, okay, it will store wrong number because the storage will overflow. And short is 2 bytes. Okay, and it has also range, and it initialized with the 0, as you can see here, the 0. Int is 4 byte, and then long is 8 byte. Okay, real number, there is two type of data type in real number. Float, that is 4 byte, and by default is 0.0 f. Double, it 8 byte, and zero point 0.0 is default value. Non-numerical, like char, we have seen that, so it is stored 2 bytes. Okay, and you define in the single quote. Okay, and default value is the single quote and between one space. Boolean defined in 1 byte space, and the default value is false. Okay, so these are the primitive data type. User defined data types are like class interfaces, arrays that you define, or standard classes interfaces, array that provided by the JDK is also come in the user defined data type. Now we will see the practical with these data types in the next part of this module. Okay, so there will be next part. So be ready to see all data types in action there. Okay, fine. Now let's see. So today there is this is small assignment. You have to define a student class with a static variable, static with static variables, roll number, student name, marks, and section, then appropriate data type for this variable. What you will do, you will define a static method, get info, and a print statement in this method. Okay, and there will be no return time, means that you have to define void for this method. Then you define default method. I have told you how you have to define, and print all variables in the console, and also method output in the console. Okay, so this is your assignment. So thank you, and once again you are welcome in the Java world, and please like and subscribe our video to make us more motivated